And welcome out to Anthony Wayne High School, where tonight the Bryan Golden Bears open the tournament trail here against the Maumee Panthers here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Good evening, everybody. Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold. Should be a good one here. Both these teams sitting at 5-17 on the season.
Yeah, I think, we've had the opportunity to talk a little bit to the Rossford staff here over the last weeks, a couple of the Bryan coaches. And, they're a little concerned about the Golden Bears at this point. They've been out to scout us a couple times, and I think it comes down to our physicality and the way we play. I think, as much as Maumee's got three guys that can score, it's a pretty good matchup for the Golden Bears for the first round of the tournament.
Absolutely. Well, we're in the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to tip-off. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. I sat down with Coach Brock Homemeyer of the Bryan Golden Bears. We're going to hear that after this timeout on Q96.5. The Bryan Athletic Boosters is excited to announce the Community Athletics Capital Improvement Project to update and enhance the football stadium, creating a community multi-purpose facility, safer practice facilities, and a better experience for middle school student athletes. The Bryan Athletic Boosters are actively seeking donations for this project. For more information or to donate, go to BryanAthleticBoosters.com. With your help, they can continue the Bryan tradition of pride, dedication, and excellence. Go Bears! Welcome back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Brock Homemeyer of the Bryan Golden Bears. And Coach, since the last time we sat down, you've had a great win over Paulding on senior night and then a loss at Wauseon in your final league game. Care to comment on either of those two games?
The Paulding game, we played really hard and we executed well. And everybody on the bench helped us. I mean, it was probably the most complete game we've had all year. And then Wauseon came around and we were missing Jace, who had influenza B, and Carter unfortunately broke his ankle on the Tuesday of that practice. So,
wow.
Yeah, we were down two guys. I mean, we were getting into the bench pretty good there. So, and also, I mean, Wauseon shot the crap out of it and we didn't play very good defense. But I think having two of our top six guys out didn't help very much.
Yeah, absolutely. So, got to be happy with that Paulding win, though, on senior night. Those guys have given a lot to the program over the past 4 years, and it's nice to recognize them. But now you start into your second season, and you basically start over on the season. You play a Maumee team here in the sectional that is basically the same record as you guys, 5-17 on both of you. What can you tell about them?
We went and watched them against Bowling Green. They're big, they're lengthy. They do a lot of Princeton action off of their big guy. They want to run, and they usually play man to man. So I mean, it's going to be close. I think we have a chance. I think we do if we do a good job at executing and we play, like we did against Paulding. We execute well like that and don't have silly turnovers and be consistent after possession. I think we have a chance to be competitive.
Do you feel like you've been doing a better job of that as the season's gone on, been more competitive and been more consistent?
I mean, compared to last year, but yeah, by a landslide. But it's just the little things like the little turnovers, the little travels, the tip balls that we're not getting. I mean, 9 of our games have came down to a possession. And when it's like that, and especially in the tournament, it's exactly like that. You're a possession away from being, sectional, district, regional champs. It gets pressured and things can happen. So I think luckily for us and hopefully these 9 or 8 or 6 or so heartbreaks that we've had that have been within possession have taught us how to win those games.
Yeah, as long as you're putting yourself in a position at the end, right?
Yes. I mean, it's my second year here. After last year, the goal was to make progress and to compete. And I think we've done that.
You absolutely have. And again, if those go one other way, you're looking at a completely different record.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what do you do now with Carter being out and how do you adjust things around?
Oh, my heart breaks for him because he had a heck of a game against Paulding and came in and hit a couple shots. And I think that Tuesday he went down and I didn't think anything of it. And, he broke it last year too. So it's 2 years in a row, different ankle, but I just feel bad for him. But for us, Maddox, I think, is going to be back off his concussion that happened, my God, before Christmas.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get him into shape and get him tuned up to kind of take over that role that Carter had. I know it's tough to just throw him in there when he's been sitting for 2 months, but we got to do what we got to do.
I did hear a little bit of that Wasion game, and he did play some in that game, didn't he?
A little bit, yeah.
Is he
I
starting
mean,
to shake that rust off?
we don't know what to do because he's been out so long. If he gets in, he's gonna be tired within minutes because he's not in
Yeah,
shape. I mean, he
sure.
hasn't been able to do anything. So we're slowly trying to ease him in this week of practice, trying to put him in positions. But it's weird having him back. But at the same time, I've hurt for Carter, but hopefully Maddox can pull his weight.
And as you get into the tournament, the postseason, it's really next man up.
Yeah, I mean, it's next man up and next possession. Like I said, it's I told the boys there's not going to be a bunch of yelling and screaming going on because it's the next possession doesn't matter. It's do or die. This is the kind of stuff that we enjoy.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck as you face Maumee, and if you sneak this one out, we'll be following you again on Friday.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, Coach Brock Homeyer, the Bryan Golden Bears. We're going to take this timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knurk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out from Anthony Wayne High School here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold. Looking at these Maumee Panthers, they got 2 players averaging double figures, 12.6 points per game. When you take a look at this team, what stands out to you?
Well, their size stood out to me when I looked at them, 6'7" and 6'4".
Yeah.
And then, looking at what they did at Northview, the last game that they played, Hutchinson, the 6'7" senior, had 15 points, and then they got 14 each out of those 2 leading scorers. So, maybe them clicking a little bit offensively here at the end of the year, that's got to be a concern for Coach Homeyer. He talked about that Princeton action. That could be a tough offense to defend when you don't see it a lot. A little bit like a wing tee in football. And when it's run well and it's crisp, you really have to work hard on defense to take things away. And we know anybody that's got 6'7", 6'4" out there, that's tough for us to match up with. We just don't have that kind of height.
We have played pretty well against taller guys, played well against Pettisville. They had a 6'8" guy inside. They're averaging 48.2 points per game, allowing 53.6, shooting 40% from the field, 29% from 3, 64% from the line. They lost to Northview 63-53. And the Golden Bears averaging 40.8, allowing 48.4. They're shooting 39% from the field, 26% from 3, 67% from the line. As you heard, Carter Brown out with a broken ankle.
Yeah, and that limits the depth, but you got Maddox Langendorfer back, which is good for Coach. You got Jace Kepler feeling a lot better after he went through an illness last weekend. So depth-wise, he's got to feel about as good as he could coming in. You'd love to have Carter Brown, but getting Maddox back, I guess in a situation where we've been banged up, that's a good trade for us, a 1-for-1, getting a guy back. So hopefully we'll be able to use some of that depth and keep ourselves out of foul trouble against the bigs and handle them. He talked about how they like to run. We're going to have to be able to keep up with the pace if they like to get out and push the ball. Looking at their stats, one of the things that jumped out at me was those 2 leading scorers, Arndt and Walker, really like to shoot the 3. Looking at where we are by comparison, and then they got another senior starter, Caden Brown. He only averages 5 points, but he's got over 30 made threes on the year, so it's probably a little bit of a 3-point specialist. We're going to have to get out and find shooters.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at the keys to the game. Being sponsored by Carlin Company. The Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained #1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. First key to the game, who are we going with? We're going to go with the Golden Bears.
All right, for the Bears, I think a big part of this is going to be we got to be able to compete on the glass, got to keep those big guys off the glass, limit second chances for that Maumee offense. I think we got to contain those 3. If they've been playing well as of late, 6'7's tough for us to defend, so he's going to be a focus anyway, and then those other 2 guards can score it a little bit. And then if we can, one of the best ways to stop a 6'7", 6'4" is just to limit their touches. And like you said, we've faced bigger guys, and we've defended them pretty tough. You throw Sammy Harold on a guy like that, Joe Watson has done a good job. We've got guys who can defend, even if they can't match up inch for inch.
Yeah, absolutely. How about taking a look at the Maumee Panthers?
Well, I think one of the things, looking at your notes from when you talked to their coach a little bit, it was if they can score. They've had trouble shooting the ball. You look at their shooting percentages, they are not great. Even some free throw shooting, that's not great. But so for them, they got to hit shots. And if they can hit shots and get going early, I think that'll be big for them. Talked about keeping us guessing on both ends. Coach Homeyer talked about how he's seen them play a lot of man-to-man, so that probably means we're going to see some wrinkles. And then they want to make sure they match our hustle and our scrappiness. I talked about Rossford. I know with Maumee, I saw in the notes there too. Both those teams are concerned by how hard the Bears play because they know they're going to keep the game closer, know they're going to keep ourselves in it by how hard we play, so they want to be able to match that intensity.
In talking with Maumee's coach, he was very complimentary about the Golden Bears' scrappiness, and he had a deep respect for the program.
Well, I think you look at us, obviously, 2 wins to 5 wins doesn't sound like much. It's huge when you look at 9 games have gone to 1 possession. You get more of those to swing your way, getting closer to a 500 record. We are not the team we were last year. We've taken huge strides. And I think anybody looks at this and say, this is a dangerous team just by how hard they play. Because if they get a night when the shots drop, plus the way they play defense, they're going to be hard to beat.
Absolutely. It is Bryan and Maumee that are doing battle here. We're in the Oberlin-Turnbull pregame show. And we can meet our game officials if we want here. Our game officials being sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center. Tri-State Vision Center has been serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Bryan Parks and Rec invites you to Fountain City Amphitheater for a summer of amazing free shows. We have something for everyone like Comedy Under the Stars, the Toledo Symphony Quintet, the historic Bryan City Band, Rock the Night Away with She Will Rock You, enjoy a comedic percussion show with buckets and boards, local music, family craft nights, yoga, and worship at the Amp. Let Bryan entertain you. View the full summer lineup and learn how to make a donation to the Amp at cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
Back out of the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold, our officials. We started naming our officials out before we went to break there quickly, but our officials for tonight are Tim Bedard, Doug DeSluver, and James Jordan. And we've seen some of those guys before at Bryan and all of Veterans crew.
Yeah, we talked about this with the girls. Everybody's been voted into this position. Yeah, these are some veteran guys that have done a lot of big ball games. Should be in pretty good hands tonight.
All right, we are going to meet our starting lineups being presented by Yoder Mechanical Custom Fabrications. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111. We'll send things over to our public address announcer.
Your opponent. And as important today as ever, please respect the game. Now let's meet the players in tonight's contest. First for our visitors on the scoreboard, the Bryan Golden Bears. The non-starters, number 1, Max Langendorfer. Number 3, Mason Welling. Number 5, Aiden Pells. Number 11, Dylan Koenig. Number 12, Drew Engstrom. Number 20, Ryan Dunn. Number 22, Gavin Jessing. Number 25, Hunter Neufeld. And number 40, Tucker Watson. And now the starters for the Golden Bears. Starting at a guard, a 6'1" junior wearing number 2, James Kepler. Starting at forward, a 6-foot senior, number 4, Evan Cox. At forward, a 6-foot senior, number 10, Joe Watson. 24, Sam Harold. And in the middle, the 6'2", sophomore, number 32, Carter Dominic. The Bears are coached by Mr. Bob Holmeyer. He's assisted by Kevin Holmeyer, Casey Spitdale, Jaden Alvarez, and Maurice Zuber. And now let's meet the players on the home team on the scoreboard, the Maumee Panthers. Number 3, Danny Young. Number 4, Blake Wagner. Number 21, Austin Hamilton. Number 22, Carter Kepler. Number 23, Parker Richardson. Number 30, Jackson Payne. Number 35, Lucas Bolkinghorn. Number 44, Max Bernanke. Number 55, Preston Johnson. And now the starters for the Panthers at 4 to 6'7", senior wearing number 0, Javon Hutchison. At guard, the 6'1", senior number 12, Kyle Arndt. At guard, the 6' senior number 13, Jaden Walker. At guard, a 5'10", senior number 25, Caden Brown. And at forward, a 6'4", senior number 33, Aiden McCarthy. The Panthers are coached by Dr. Ryan Osher, and he's assisted by Brad Karan, Steve Bell, Kurt Cobalt, Jim Richardson, Jacob Engel, and Ron Engel.
All right, there you go. The starting lineups presented by Yoder Mechanical Custom Fabrications. For those of you watching on our stream, we're having some technical issues with cameras. We're trying to get that sorted out right now. So the audio will work, but you might see some jumpiness in cameras. We're getting set to take our floor camera upstairs to try to alleviate that. We've got some issues here at Anthony Wayne. So we're going to do our best to bring you the game here as best we can. And anytime you go to an away facility where you don't know what you get, here's what happens.
Always
right?
a bit of an adventure.
You
never know.
It is. So Maumee wins the tip. Kyle Arndt has it. Now they get it over quickly to Hutchinson. Now top of the key to Jaden Walker. Over to McCarthy. McCarthy will give back quick to Walker. Walker back to Hutchinson now. Hutchinson, bounce pass over to McCarthy. Now back to Walker. Over to Arndt. Now they feed it back left side to McCarthy. Top of the key, Walker. Now to Caden Brown. So all 5 have touched it in this possession, and the Bears doing a good job. Now they go through Jaden Walker, will dish last second. Tries to drive in. Now they'll go baseline with Kyle Arndt. He gets trapped there, and it's stolen away, knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it's staying right here with the Maumee Panthers. What do you see out of that first beginning play there?
Exactly what you said. Like every Maumee starter touched the ball there, probably 3 times each. Great defense by the Bears. Maumee real patient. They're waiting for their open look. The Bears have taken everything away so far.
Caden Brown has it. Now they'll go left side over to Walker. Walker working against Jace Kepler. Now back top of the key to Kyle Arndt. Now right side to Caden Brown. Brown
the other
left
thing
side.
I see is I want to go revisit that talk about a shot clock at high school.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Kyle Arndt with it, top of the key, working against Cox. They'll give it over to Hutchinson. Now Arndt will go baseline, put up an easy layup. So after a minute and 25 seconds of great defense, the baseline shot is.
And that's exactly why you need it. You need to be rewarded if you play 90 seconds of great man-to-man defense and you eventually get wore out and give up a layup. You got to get rewarded.
Bears moving it around. Carter Dominic has it. Cross courts to Cox, who launched the 3. No good. Carter Dominic has the rebound. Dish back out. Sam Harold will try a 3 now. That's good. Bears lead 3-2 over the Generals. 6:10, over Maumee. 6:10 remaining.
Big offensive rebound and a great find. And I like both those shots. Both guys shot it on time, looked confident, stepped into them.
3 ball is no good for Maumee. Rebound comes right down. Hutchinson will kick it back out. Walker goes right hand, and it's 4-3 Bears, or 4-3 Panthers, The Generals on the scoreboard is going to mess me up all night.
Probably going to happen more than once. Yeah, a couple of big offensive rebounds on both ends, keeping possessions alive, leading to buckets for both teams early.
Kepler has the basketball. He'll go left side, and then over to Watson. Now in the corner to Sam Harold. Harold launched a 3, put that one in, so 6-4 Bears, 2 threes from Sam Harold.
Yeah, just like we were drawing that up. Exactly what we expected. A couple of threes, first 2 possessions. Maumee trying to play a little bit of 2-3 zone there, so I think that's probably what Coach Osher was talking about. Coach Holmeyer more expecting that man-to-man.
Hutchinson has it for Maumee. Now Walker top of the key working against Harold. Double team, losing the basketball, and out of bounds. They're going to say it. They say it stays here.
And that's how you defend the post.
Yep.
If you get limited touch, you get to double down and dig in there. And a great job by Sammy Harold helping Carter Dominic on the block right there with Hutchinson.
They feed it in to Hutchinson. Hutchinson, the 6'7" post player. Now Kyle Arndt has the top of the key over to Walker. Walker back to Arndt. Now cross courts it to McCartney. Right or left side to Caden Brown. Walker with it.
The Bears showing a little bit of zone here back again off the out of bounds. Just basically matching up as Maumee runs at Princeton, try to make some backdoor cuts through the zone. They're just passing guys off.
Walker, now 3 ball in the air for Caden Brown is good. So that makes it 7-6.
Caden Brown was the one we talked about. Only averages 5 points a game, but that's his 34th made 3 of the year, so he likes to take that shot.
Kepler with the basketball. He'll go right side to Carter Dominic, right back to him. Now to Cox, left wing. Back to Dominic on the right wing, back to Cox. Underneath, Sam Harold on a double team, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Carter Dominic. He goes up, but his shot is off the side of the backboard, and Maumee's coming the other way. Quickly.
Pretty good job by both Bears going at the 6'7". Hutchinson there just came up empty.
Kyle Arndt has it. I thought Walker was going to pop a 3 there, but he dished at the last second. Now he'll launch a 3. That is no good. Rebound goes over the glass, comes down to Carter Dominic. 7-6 Bears, or 7-6 Panthers rather. Cox has it with the basketball over to the right side to Sam Harold. Now in the corner to Dominic. Now Cox. Top of the key. 3 ball in the air for Sam Harold. No good this time. Rebound comes down to Jaden Walker. Walker's running. He'll give to Arndt. Arndt will give back to Walker. Walker overside to Caden Brown. Now back to Walker on the left wing. Walker skips it across to Kyle Arndt on the right wing. Arndt goes back to Walker.
Great job by the Bears so far. Outside of maybe one drive, we've been able to keep the ball in front of us, not allow any kind of penetration, making things hard on Maumee so far. Great cut by Hutchinson. Yep. Nice find.
Javen Hutchinson, the 6'7", makes the lead 9-6. It is 2:46 remaining here, first quarter. Cox will throw the ball towards Jace Kepler, and it got tipped out of bounds, so it'll stay right here.
You look at the stats for Maumee, there's quite a few deflections on there. There was one from Kyle Arndt. Good active hands out of this matchup zone for Maumee right now.
Harold and Cox playing catch. Now they get to Carter Dominic. Cross court skip. Up by Joe Watson. No good. Rebound tipped around. Comes down to Arndt.
Another good challenge there against Hutchinson. Bears just not able to find the bottom of the net when they've attacked.
So Arndt has the basketball. They lead 9-6. Quickly skips it around to Walker, left wing. Now over to Caden Brown. Brown will give back to Arndt. Lots of movement with this offense. Back to Brown, top of the key. Now back to Arndt. Just all around the horn. 3 ball in the air is in and out. Rebound comes down and it'll go out of bounds. It went off the hands of Aiden McCarthy, the 6'4" senior.
Somebody's going to want to find McCarthy because he came flying in from the free throw line there. Showed some good explosiveness, just not able to corral that rebound.
So Bears will inbound. Kepler will bring it up. Kepler will go left side. Now right back to him. Now we'll go right side to Carter Dominic. Right back to Kepler. Trying to get that screen to move. They feed it underneath. Shot is up and no good for Maddox Langendorfer. Rebound will come down to Maumee. Maumee leads 9-6 here. They quickly have it.
Bears have run some good offense, have had some good shots. Just a little cold here to start other than Sam Harold and his 2 threes.
Kyle Arndt will be fouled by Cox. He kind of ran into Cox. And that'll be the first team foul for the Golden Bears.
We've seen that in every possession so far. Arndt's trying to get into Cox's body a little bit and draw some calls. He finally got one.
They inbound. Caden Brown, top of the key, working against Kepler. They'll go left side over to McCartney. Now McCartney has it top of the key. He'll look to drive, and it's stolen away. Was that Kepler that got the steal?
That looked tipped away, maybe ended up in Dominic's hands. That one too many passes. McCarthy looked like he had a clear lane to the basket and kind of gave up a layup there.
And we're going to get a charge foul on Evan Cox, and Evan Cox's question is, what happened last time?
Yeah,
that one was a little bit more blatant.
Yeah, a couple of calls there against Evan, unlucky right there. So we're going to see Koenig come right away.
It's important that the Bears not get too much in foul trouble with the bench situation that they're in as far as having no Carter Brown tonight.
Without Carter Brown, for sure.
Arndt has it. He's on the right wing, looking for a screen. Back door, it is blocked and out of bounds. Was that Maddox Langendorfer that blocked that?
Yeah, Maddox Langendorfer got a lot of ball, and then it went off of Hutchinson out of bounds. Nice defense by the Bears.
57 seconds to go, first quarter, 9-6 Panthers.
And we scored our first 2 possessions, and then we've been empty since. So it's a good time to find a bucket right here. 3-point ball game as the quarter's running down.
Koenig has it on the right wing. Now to Kepler, now back to Koenig. Top of the key to Kepler. Langendorfer has it. They'll feed underneath to Carter Dominic. Dominic back out. Now Kepler, now to Langendorfer, top of the key, back to Kepler. Bears will reset in between the circles. 24 to play here, first quarter.
Yeah, coach is going to be really happy right now to get the last shot. Find a way to knock one down, get this either tied or down 1 at the end of the quarter would be big.
Absolutely. 13 seconds to go. Offense is moving now. Kepler has it. We'll go left side, give it to Sam Harrell. Now back to Kepler, 6 to play. We're going to have to get a shot off, and it's a steal away by Kyle Arndt. And no bucket. And at the end of the first quarter of play, it is 9-6 in favor of the Maumee Panthers. We're going to take this timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason East Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Bryan Parks and Rec invites you to Fountain City Amphitheater for a summer of amazing free shows. We have something for everyone like Comedy Under the Stars, the Toledo Symphony Quintet, the historic Bryan City Band, Rock the Night Away with She Will Rock You, enjoy a comedic percussion show with buckets and boards, local music, family craft nights, yoga, and worship at the Amp. Let Bryan entertain you. View the full summer lineup and learn how to make a donation to the Amp at cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
The first quarter, 9-6 in favor of Maumee. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you, and good first quarter for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking about it. I'm not even sure that felt like it was 8 real minutes, let alone 8 clock minutes. That quarter just flew by. Only 2 fouls called, unfortunately, for the Bears, both on Evan Cox. Not a lot of whistles, pretty clean really so far. Only 2 turnovers, 1 for both teams.
And a lot of running clock over there by the Maumee Panthers.
Yeah, it feels like they're eating up a minute every time they got the basketball.
Bears have it. Kepler with it. Bounce pass into Carter Dominic. Now he'll hand off to Kepler. Kepler will go baseline. Shot with the right hand too hard. Rebound. Shot up no good. And rebound fought for it. It's going to be a jump ball, and that'll go to the Maumee Panthers. And somebody for the Bears hit the deck.
A couple of really good looks again. You don't want to see our shot chart from inside of 4 feet right now. Good looks there for both Kepler and Watson, just not able to get him to go. That's good news. We're getting shots. We got to get those to drop.
Kyle Arndt has it. He'll go around the right side and lose the basketball. They're able to save it, though. Caden Brown did a good job of that. Now Walker has it. Walker will hand off to Arndt. Arndt works around a screen. Arndt has it back. Now top of the key. Again, working around a screen. Jaden Walker has it now. This is their MO. They're just going to cut and pass.
Just trying to lull you to sleep and make you make a mistake and give them somewhere to drive.
Caden Brown launched the 3. It's no good. Rebound will come down to Maumee. Kyle Arndt has it again. 3 guys chased after that, couldn't find it. Preston Johnson in for the Panthers now.
And that's a killer after you defend and defend for 35, 40 seconds. You don't get that defensive rebound. It allows Maumee to reset.
Walker with the basketball. Now he'll give over to Caden Brown. Now back to Walker. Back to Arndt. I tell you what, they're tiring me out just watching.
You're going to be tired just saying names. You're going to be saying these in your sleep the way the ball moves. It's the impressive ball movement. They're really patient. Haven't seen a force, haven't seen a bad shot. They're waiting on the one that they want.
All right, looks like we have a foul whistle on the baseline. That's going to be on Jace Kepler, I believe. Nope, that's going to be on Langendorfer, excuse me. His first, team third. Evan Cox checks back in with his 2 fouls. He's got to be real careful.
Yeah, you can't afford.
And we're going to get a foul on 55. Preston Johnson. Was that a screen issue?
He looks like an offensive lineman, and that looked like an offensive lineman. I think he's just trying to plow the road there, create some space for someone else. He got caught with it on the backside.
Kepler brings up the basketball for the Bears. 9-6, 6:07 remaining. Maumee leads here, second quarter. Harold with a basketball. He'll go over to Langendorfer. Langendorfer will give back to Kepler in between the circles. Kepler heads to the left side. Bounce pass underneath. Sam Harold, backdoor cut, up and good.
There we go. That's a good finish at the basket. Bears love to use that backdoor cut on the elbow entry. Finally got something
pass
to finish
underneath.
around the
Sam
rim.
Harold, backdoor cut, up and good.
Now. There we go.
Maumee
That's a good
leads.
finish at the basket.
5:38 remaining here, second quarter. Caden Brown launches a long 3, no good. Rebound comes down. Sam Harold hits it. And no, it was hit from behind Sam Harold.
We'll take that.
Absolutely. 5:30 to go here. Bears trail by 1.
Bears hanging around, around. That's what you got to do if you're a little bit cold. Scored our first 2 possessions of the game, and then not again until Sammy's layup right there. Just keep hanging around.
Underneath Maddox, Langendorfer misses the shot. They'll quickly get it out to Arndt on the rebound. Arnold will go up. Shot is missed. I think partially blocked there by Sam Harold.
Good challenge by Sammy Harold without the foul. Good recovery off that long outlet.
Cox will come the other way with it, then give over to Kepler.
And that's the first time we've seen Maumee look to run at all. Long outlet pass. Arndt attacked 1-on-2. And a good job by the Bears there.
Bears trail by 1 here with 4:53 remaining first quarter. Now Cox will have it outside the 3-point arc. We'll quickly give it to Langendorfer, now to Kepler. Kep has it. Will bounce pass underneath to Sam Harold. Harold runs into trouble, gives to Watson, then back out to reset. It looks like the Bears can play that game too.
Yeah, they're being real patient. Again, neither team's forced much. They look like they are getting the shots that they want. The Bears have got a ton of shots from right there and just have not executed, but you like the offense we're running. Those things are going to end up going.
Watson misses the shot, and then Caden Brown will come put a 3-ball up. That'll extend the lead to 12-8, so we're going to take the timeout with them. 4:14 remaining second quarter. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Newcomers here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out here from Anthony Wayne on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Maumee leads 12-8 over the Golden Bears with 4:12 remaining second quarter. Timeout sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service. Cox with the basketball out of the timeout. Over to Sam Harold. Harold will go down low to Carter Dominic. Now back top of the key to Kepler. Now Harold has it again. He'll skip it over to Cox, top of the key. Cox looks to drive. Door is shut. Back to Kepler now. Now back to Cox, left side. Cox will find Sam Harold. Harold right back to Cox. Back to Harold. Now back to Cox. They're just playing catch. Now they go to Kepler down on the baseline. Kepler gives to Carter Dominic. Dominic up and good. Probably should have had an and one on that one.
Good job. Again, the Bears have not been scared to challenge Hutchinson inside. Finally get one to fall right there. Good patience again. And the Bears just keep doing enough. If we get some of those shots to drop, things are going to start going the Bears' way here.
3:14 remaining second quarter. It's 12-10 Maumee. Maumee with Kyle Arndt here on the right wing. They've got Jackson Kane checked in as well for them, so that's a new face we'll have to keep an eye on. Kane has it now. Thought about a 3, then dished off to Arndt.
Again, another good close out there by the Bears. Didn't allow that open 3. Looked like he might have shuffled his feet a little bit too.
Underneath and quick bucket for Jaden Walker. They missed him.
Yeah, I feel like every time I've made a comment about us doing well defensively, I've jinxed our defense, so I'm going to stop talking about it.
Bears
nice job attacking. Walker's done that a couple times. Sorry,
Bears
Bruce.
come the other way down 4. Quick skip pass to Cox. Now they give it back to him. Now back to Sam Harold. Harold will give down to Kepler. Now back to Kepler and Harold just playing some catch. They cross-court it to Cox now. Cox looks to go baseline, and he turns it over. Bears will have a fast break on the other end as Walker puts up an easy layup. Walker's got 6 now, and all 6 of those have been basically fast break points.
Yeah, buckets at the rim for him so far. Bears just cannot afford turnovers and runouts at this point, with offense being at a real premium for both teams.
Cox has it top of the key. He looks to drive, and he was expecting to see Kepler cut. Kepler didn't cut. Miscommunication there, turnover by the Bears.
Yeah, last couple possessions, just miscommunication both ways it looked like in there.
We're going to get a timeout called by Maumee, so we're going to take a timeout with them. Minute 43 remaining, 16-10 Panthers.
Tournament time brings out the best in all of us, responding to pressure, answering the challenge, and rising to our highest levels. That's also what a good education can do, and that's why you need Northwest State Community College. Whether you're looking for job skills training with industry credentials, a 2-year degree, or even a transfer pathway to a 4-year school, we can help. We also have lots of scholarship opportunities available. The clock is ticking. It's time to make your move. Visit northweststate.edu or call 419-267-1320 today.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Timeouts being sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service for lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call 419-636-6572. At our next opportunity, we want to make sure we thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. All right, Maumee will inbound after the timeout. They're up 16-10 over the Golden Bears.
It feels like a little bit of a slippery spot right here for the Bears. We don't want to get 16-10 doesn't sound like much. 6-point game, minute 43 left in the half, but you don't want to allow Maumee to go on a run here to end the half and get you down by double digits or anything like that when you've played so well defensively. It's hard. We talked about this before. When the ball's not going through the net, it's hard to reward yourself on defense. You're not getting it done on offense.
Hutchinson will go baseline and put up a quick bucket, so now it's an 8-point lead for the Panthers.
Help just never came there. I think the Bear defender was expecting help in the paint, and it just ran away as the ball came.
Well, Bears need some buckets here as we're approaching the 1-minute mark here of this first half. Been a quick basketball game. Underneath, jumper for Jace Kepler is up and good, so that stops the bleeding a little bit at 18-12.
Yeah, need a stop and a bucket here. 4 points sounds a heck of a lot better than 8 at this point in an 18-12 game.
Absolutely.
Maumee's just completely changed their game plan and their way of doing things here, being real happy to keep this slow-paced and a low-scoring ball game against the Bears.
Blake Wagner is now in for the Panthers, and he's basically playing catch with Kyle Arndt right now. 33 seconds to go. First half, rather.
Right, Coach Ozier and Coach Homeyer both decided they're going to try to keep this, at least on our standpoint, try to keep it an 18-12 game here at the half. Maybe we can get lucky, get a tip away, get a long rebound, and get out and get a quick shot, but they're not going to take anything too soon here.
Absolutely. As we go 13 seconds, now the offense moves kind of quickly. They're trying to get underneath to their big post player. They find him. Hutchinson takes a jumper. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Watson, and they quickly move down. 3-ball in the air. Half-court shot is no good. So at the end of the first half of play, the main stop scoreboard shows 18-12 in favor of Maumee. We're going to take this timeout, come back with the Bryan Athletic Boosters halftime show after these messages on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight. They include Andrews O'Neill Low, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Ford Lincoln, Bryan Parks and Rec, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive, Knocking Point Outfitters, Veteran Services of Williams County, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Real Estate Advantage, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Northwest State Community College, and newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, Brininger, and Rakes. The Main Stop scoreboard shows 18-12 in favor of the Maumee Panthers. Main Stop's open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold. Let's take a look at some of those stats. Not a lot to figure out.
No, they're keeping the math really simple for me tonight. There's some things here that almost blew my mind, like I might have fallen asleep for half and half. But yeah, 18 points for Maumee in the lead here. 1 turnover for Maumee at the half. The leading scorer right now is Jaden Walker. You talked about his 3 layups. He's got 6 points. And then Caden Brown, 2 of 5 from 3 right now by himself. He's got 6 points. The big 6'7" senior, Javen Hutchinson, has 4, and Kyle Arndt has 2. So all of their main guys are doing their scoring for them for their 18 points. 2 of 7 from 3-point, and no free throws yet from Maumee. And then on the Bryan side of things, just 3 turnovers in the first half. They've got 12 points led by Sammy Harold and his 8. He's got both of our 3s. We're 2 of 5 from 3, and no free throw shot for the Bears. There hasn't been 1 free throw attempted in this game. 3 fouls for the Bears, 1 for Maumee. It's been clean. I don't know that I would say there needed to be a whole lot of other fouls called, anything that they've missed at this point, honestly. So, it's been fast. It's been low scoring, and you mentioned it a couple times. It's just been long offensive possessions with a bunch of passing, and you're getting one shot and done. And if not, then you got an opportunity to score. But neither team's shooting the lights out. They're both real deliberate, happy to run as long an offensive possession as it takes to get their best shot.
Absolutely. They're looking to get their shooters open, basically, not taking any garbage shots.
Yeah, it's been a lot of ball movement. Yeah, Maumee has probably been, maybe a little more aggressive. They've got a lot of cutting out of that Princeton action. They've gotten some good looks with their bigs, but we've defended it really well. And, I think I mentioned it a couple times. The Bears have had some good looks inside. We just haven't gotten bunnies to drop. So this could be a lot different ball game at this point, and probably force Maumee to get in a little bit more tempo and not be so happy to pass it 100 times every possession if we could have knocked down some of those shots early. So good news is coming out, we get the ball, we get a chance to score early, and if we can get into some rhythm, keep challenging inside, because that's been good for us, and get some good looks. You go on a little bit of a run right here in a ball game that's 18-12. A 4-point run, a 6-point run, an 8-point run is huge and get you back in the ball game in a hurry.
Absolutely. All right, well, halftime here, the Main Stop scoreboard shows 18-12 in favor of Maumee. Main Stop's open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Going to take this time out. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters is excited to announce the Community Athletics Capital Improvement Project to update and enhance the football stadium, creating a community multi-purpose facility, safer practice facilities, and a better experience for middle school student athletes. The Bryan Athletic Boosters are actively seeking donations for this project. For more information or to donate, go to BryanAthleticBoosters.com. With your help, they can continue the Bryan tradition of pride, dedication, and excellence. Go Bears! Bryan Theater for a summer of amazing free shows. We have something for everyone like Comedy Under the Stars, the Toledo Symphony Quintet, his comedic percussion show with buckets and boards, local music, family craft nights, yoga, and worship at the Amp. Let Bryan entertain you. View the full summer lineup and learn how to make a donation to the Amp at cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
5 miles southeast of Bryan on County Road 17 and 1 mile south of US 6. Knocking Point Outfitters, your starting point for every perfect shot.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, the main stop scoreboard here at halftime shows 18-12 in favor of the Maumee Panthers. Chris Malanga, Bryan, Arnold here with you. All right, real quick, I always ask you, what are they talking about in the locker room?
Well, I'll start with Maumee. I think Maumee likes what they're doing defensively a lot. Limit our second touches, and you're in a really good place defensively in this game. You're in a good spot. Keep running your offense. They're probably not going to change their pace until the Bears force them to, so keep running this offense. Get your good looks for Walker. He's been doing a good job attacking the basket. Brown's knocked down a couple threes. They haven't even gotten Arndt and Hutchinson really going yet, so they got to feel pretty good with where they're at, even with just 18 points in the first half. On the Bears side of things, I think we just got to finish around the hoop to do what we haven't done at this point. And you asked me before the game what's something that kind of jumped off the page at me a little bit as you looked at the Maumee notes. One of them was when I looked at their schedule, they came in with 5 wins. They've got 1 since January 1st. They've won 1 ball game since the first of the year. So if we could get them into a position where they had some doubt, we go on a good run, we put them in a tough spot, it could get us into a position where they start thinking, oh no, here we go again. Yep. And the one thing we know about the Bears is they're not going to give up. It doesn't matter what this scoreboard looks like. We're going to keep playing hard. We can turn that into points, turn that into a run, get Maumee doubting themselves a little bit. We could be in a really good spot.
Absolutely. Well, it's 18-12 on the main stop scoreboard. And we got some news just a few minutes ago about the girls' OHSAA tournament. Want to share that?
Really big news out of the OHSAA with Napoleon reinstated in the Division II girls tournament. Toledo Central Catholic is out. I don't know how much everybody's paid attention to the news here with some issues around the program with Coach Haney was suspended early in the year, and then a JV coach suspended here towards the end of the year. She was suspended indefinitely, I think, earlier today. And then the OHSAA, it seems, has come out now and said that Toledo Central Catholic's out of the tournament completely for some problems. So Napoleon's back in. As far as the Lady Bears are concerned, that's a really, really big team out of our region.
Yep.
We wouldn't see Toledo Central Catholic or Napoleon now, whoever, anybody out of that until we would possibly get to a regional semifinal. But that's really big news as far as everybody in our part of the state's concerned.
Absolutely. So Toledo Central Catholic out, Napoleon back in. And I know that the Wild Kittens are rivals at times, but it's always nice to see a more local team back in it.
Yeah, definitely. And like to see people that are doing things the right way be rewarded for doing things the right way. And if somebody's not doing it the right way, I think it's probably good that the OHSAA puts some teeth to some things and sends a little bit of a message to everyone else that the NIL and big-time college sports, big-time pro sports haven't quite hit. This is still high school. Yep. Still play with the kids in your community and win with the kids who show up. So hopefully this is a message that everybody else around the state sees and hears loud and clear.
All right, so we're getting ready. Ryan Ozier is talking to Doug DeSluver, one of the officials here, and I don't know if they're adjusting some situation or what, but we're ready to go, and the Bears will get the basketball here down 18-12. So Jace Kepler will lead things off. Go to the right side to Evan Cox. Cox shuffles his feet, dribbles inside, then bounce pass over to Carter Dominic, now quickly to Kepler. Kepler back to Cox. Cox thought about a three, now he'll go baseline, run into Javon Hutchinson, and get to Carter Dominic. Now Sam Harold has it. Back to Cox. Cox back to Harold. Now they get it underneath, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay right here. And Sam hit 2 of those from there early on in the game. I'd like to see him try again.
Yeah, I think if you can make that defense move side to side, make him a little bit slow to recover, you're going to find some gaps to take some shots here from the wings. It also looks like the Bears have an opportunity to get the ball in the high post. Carter Dominic's been in the high post there against that zone. That entire possession looked like he had the opportunity for some touches and some quick diagonals. Ball's just going to have to move fast.
Harold got down real low, and then we'll give back out top of the key. Carter Dominic has it, feeds it underneath to Watson. Watson will throw it off of Javon Hutchinson, and the Bears will get it under their own basket.
And I think that's a big advantage with Maumee right now, 6'7", 6'4", 6'1", 6'2". They look a lot bigger in that zone. They're able to pack it in there, take away passing lanes from the Bears.
Cox will feed it underneath. It goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off of the Panthers. Inbound to Cox. Cox will give to Kepler. Now back to Cox. Boy, before those guys come out, Cox has a 3. You know what I mean? He just hasn't taken it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think, you might have to take it from a step or 2 back, but you're going to have to take some of those, if nothing else, maybe just to make Maumee step out of their zone some.
Harold misses the shot, and the rebound goes with the Panthers. 6:47 remaining, 18-12 Maumee. Third quarter on the main stop scoreboard. McCarthy with it. McCarthy will pick up his dribble, give to Hutchinson. Now they'll give to Walker. Walker looks to drive inside, then they'll dish back out and reset with Kyle Arndt in between circles.
You see Jace Kepler hounding Walker a little bit tighter. He was able to run 3 curls off that elbow, off that high screen right there for layups in the first half, and the Bears got to be real aware of that.
Underneath, Arndt puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Walker, or Hutchinson rather. He puts it up, and we're going to get a foul, and I think that one might be on Jace Kepler. No, it's not. It's going to be on Joe Watson.
Yeah. Good offensive rebound there by the big post player from Maumee, and the Bears gave up a second chance, and then best they had was a foul.
That'll put Hutchinson to the line. He shoots 68% from there. First one is up and good.
First free throw of the night for either team. And again, I don't think anything to do with the calls. It has more to do with the pace and the style of game that's been played so far.
Second one is up and good. Free throws brought to you by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact them at 636-3712. Bears have it going the other way. Harold will feed it underneath to Kepler, puts up a shot. It's up and good. And that'll cut the lead 20-14.
Nice find and a nice finish right there. This first 3 or 4 minutes here, the first half of this third quarter is huge for the Bears. They got to find a way to cut into this lead.
Stolen away. Kepler will go. Put up a shot and good. He hits the deck. Should have been an and one, but we'll take the 2.
Yep.
20-16.
Good job turning some defense into offense. That's the way you're going to get back in this. Nice job running some pressure out. Man defense has been really good here so far for the Bears.
3 ball in the air for Walker is no good. Rebound comes down to Kepler. And Kepler is moving down now.
Nice job.
Chase got really fast there for just a minute.
Jace got real active here to start this third quarter, offensively and defensively. Good for the Bears.
Cox has it. He'll give back to Kepler, top of the key. Now over to Sam Harold. Harold looks to drive, and he'll give to Cox. Cox thought about a 3, now gives to Kepler, who does launch a 3. That's going to be well short. Rebound will come down to Maumee. Arndt pulls it down.
We talked about Jace being a little bit ill earlier in the week. I was watching him in pregame. I thought a lot of his long jumpers were short, probably still struggling to get legs back at this point.
As Kyle Arndt puts it up and in to make it 22-16. Yeah, it's always hard when you're out earlier in the week and
probably just being sick takes so much out of you anyway, and basketball's not a real forgiving sport, especially for a kid who doesn't come off the floor very much.
Kepler has it. We'll give it underneath to Sam Harold. Harold will go baseline, put up a shot. It's blocked. They're going to whistle Aiden McCarthy for the foul. And that should put Kepler line for 2.
I'll tell you, I've really liked the way the Bears have attacked the bigs. They haven't been intimidated by 6'7" and 6'4". And that's a way to get ourselves back in the ball game right here. Let's score some from the stripe.
First one up and good for young Mr. Harold. Again, free throws tonight brought to you by Welding Construction. Next one is good. It rattled around, didn't it?
It touched a little bit of everything. Nice soft rim there, courtesy of Anthony Wayne.
4:26 and counting here, third quarter, 22-18 Panthers on the main stop scoreboard. Tell you what, if I'm Maumee right here, I go back to that motion offense.
Yeah.
And kill some time off the clock.
Yeah, you can see, I think that's probably what Coach Hosier's talking about here. There's a lot of ball movement.
Underneath to Arndt, gets trapped, he'll give out to Walker. Now they give it to Caden Brown, top of the key. Now underneath. McCarthy will draw the foul from Sam Harold.
A little different with the whistle right now. A couple of bumps on the baseline here. We had 3 fouls. 3 fouls in 4 minutes. We had 3 fouls.
The whole half.
The whole half, I think, in the first either 3 or 4.
Underneath, and Javon Hutchinson cut. And then it was a foul on Carter Dominic.
Well, the good news is, other than, and even with Evan Cox having 2, nobody's in foul trouble right now. So you got to make them earn them, make them earn them.
Hutchinson goes to the line. He's already got 2 tonight, and he misses that one.
Try to find a way to board a miss here, and you're not out anything.
That one is good. So it's a 5-point ball game with 3:59 remaining, third quarter. Kepler will bring it up for the Bears. 23-18.
Maumee's stacking a bit of a 2-3, matching up. Well, it sure looked like that was a kick.
That'll be a
but
turnover.
Sometimes if it's incidental, official won't call that a kick if a defender's not trying to kick.
Shot is missed by Maumee, but then coming in and cleaning up is Javon Hutchinson. 25-18 Maumee, and it's going to be a full timeout. So the main stop scoreboard open when you need them. You're always near main stop. Don't forget Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Bears Sports Network. Bears have it down 25-18, 3:34 remaining, third quarter. Chris Malanga, Bryan Arnold with you here on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
You got to like the pace of the third quarter a little better both ways, a little more pleasing to the eye here for basketball fans.
Yeah.
Bears got to find a way to not let this get any worse at this point.
Underneath, Sam Harold unable to control the pass. Kyle Arndt's coming the other way, puts up a layup. And
Nice
probably not what Coach wanted out of the timeout.
Definitely not.
Kepler will bring it up. Bears now trail by 9.
Bears got to get a little bit more deliberate with getting some looks and taking some shots a little quicker in the offense every trip down now.
Kepler will drive, put up a shot, no good. He gets his own rebound. That time it's up and good. 27-20 now, Panthers.
Nice job by Sammy sticking with that right there. Good attack with the left. Nice offensive board and put back there.
All right, we'll give over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson working on Joe Watson. They get it underneath and spin move up and no good, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds, and that should stay with the Golden Bears.
Yeah, pretty good defense there. Carter Dominic made McCarthy shoot over the top of him. Made a little bit of a tough shot from the baseline there, so the Bears survived that rebound. Chance to cut into it a little bit more here.
Langendorfer and Koenig check back in for the Bears. Left side, or right side now for Langendorfer. Langendorfer goes baseline, then finds Sam Harold. Harold launches a 3, buries it! 4-point lead now for Maumee.
Nice find there by Maddox Langendorfer on the drive.
Maumee goes quickly, and the shot is blocked by Kepler, but the rebound goes back to Walker.
Got to get back on defense. Great job there by Kepler, but Walker in a better spot on the backside. 8 points for him, and he probably hasn't got a total of 8 feet in his shots at this point.
Langendorfer with it will give over to Kepler. Kepler goes over to Sam Harold, and Harold back to Langendorfer. Langendorfer makes a spin move, misses the shot. Rebound comes down to McCarthy. He did a good job getting around McCarthy.
Great post move there. Just got to finish from that close. Got the defender off his feet. Nice footwork. Just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Caden Brown has it working against Dylan Koenig. Now to Hutchinson. Hutchinson will give over to McCarthy. They got their big post players playing outside right now. Underneath. Now back out to Walker. Now Arndt has it. Maumee looks like they don't mind burning the whole rest of the third quarter.
No, I think they'd do it if we let them.
So Bears will need to come out and contest some of this. Arndt with the basketball. They give it over to Caden Brown. Now back to Walker. Walker runs into some trouble. They go baseline, shot up and good, and Kyle Arndt is really good. 10.5 points per game. He's got 13 already.
Good athletic finish, and that was exactly what they wanted. They kind of lulled us into sleep, got us to gamble on the perimeter, found the open back cut, made us pay.
31-23, 30 seconds to play here, third quarter. Kepler has it, top of the key. Now they give it to Carter Dominic. Dominic will hand off to Sam Harold. Sam spins, gives to Carter. Carter with a long jumper in, and that's good. 6-point lead.
Good offense there by the Bears. Nice job, little two-man game there with Carter Dominic and Sam Harold.
Arndt with it, looks to spin move, dishes out. 3 ball in the air is no good. Rebound knocked around, and that'll end the third quarter of play. The main stop scoreboard shows 31-25 in favor of Maumee. Going to take this timeout. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malanga and Brian Arnold starting the fourth quarter of play. Anthony Wayne leads 31-25. Maumee will inbound to start the quarter. Caden Brown with the basketball, then they'll move to Arndt. We'll see if they start this stall defense. Those of you listening on Q96.5, we're aware of some audio issues with music playing over us, so we're trying to get that fixed. We had a power outage at the radio station, and so we're having some issues there. Trying to get those back. Underneath, Kyle Arndt will miss the shot, hit the deck, and there'll be a foul called on the Golden Bears. That is going to be on Evan Cox. That'll be his third foul. But I tell you what, he got 2 fouls quickly, so nice job without getting another foul there.
Yeah, having 2 early for him, he benefited from the whistle. The whistle tonight has been pretty conservative on both ends. Not a lot of fouls called, 5 this half. Only 3 in the first half, so I think that helped Evan a little bit too.
First one is up and good.
This is the time here where the Bears can't let things get further away from them. That was a 13-13 third quarter, but can't play even with Maumee. We've got to find a way to build a lead, chase these guys down.
The lead is 8 now for the Panthers. The main stop scoreboard open when you need them. You're always near main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Bears with the basketball. Koenig has it on the right wing. He'll go top of the key to Cox. Now left wing over to Kepler. Kepler Little bounce pass underneath to Watson. Watson getting hammered, no foul called. 3 ball in the air, and Kepler hits the deck, no foul. Now the Bears will go underneath, and then the foul happens for Jaden Walker. I'd much rather have the 3 ball foul.
Yeah, absolutely. Would take that, but you know, the best part of that whole thing might have been Dylan Koenig going in there and getting that offensive rebound right in the paint. Nobody checked him out, and he did a great job attacking the glass and saved that possession for the Bears.
Sam Harold will put it up, and the first one is good. Free throws brought to you by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contract for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Second one for Sam is good as well. 6-point lead, 33-27 Panthers.
Really good night for Sammy Harold. 17 for him, and it looks like his shot is feeling good. He's been real confident on both ends of the floor. Done a great job for Coach Homeyer tonight.
Bears bringing up the defensive intensity.
You're going to have to find a way to force Maumee out of this patient offense and make them take shots.
Shot is up, no good for the Panthers.
Just like that. Force them to take shots earlier than what they want, and then you have to get every miss.
Bears will bring it down. Cox launches a 3. No good. Rebound comes down quickly to Walker, and they're running. Arndt has it, puts up a scoop shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Sam Harold.
Great job by Sammy Harold. We've seen flashes of Maumee wanting to run. Coach talked about how they like to. They've been very patient and disciplined in what the game plan is. Bears dodged a bullet there.
6-point lead for the Panthers with 6:08 remaining. Bears are going to need to get some points here, get some stops. Need to get back in this one.
Yeah, and we're going to have to find some offense quickly in our possessions.
Underneath to Sam Harold. Now back out. 3 ball in the air for Kepler is no good. Rebound comes down, and it's nearly ripped away. And they're going to say jump ball, and that'll stay right here.
Again, Dylan Koenig saving another possession for the Bears. Really active in his minutes here. He's going to get a break, but he did a great job.
Coach Auctioneer not happy about that.
Yeah. Great hustle by him twice to save offensive possessions.
He might not bring you the most height, but he definitely brings you intensity.
Yeah, there's not a chance that kid's not going to play hard while he's out there. That's for
underneath, sure. Cox's triple team. Now we're getting a foul on the baseline. They're going to call Javon Hutchinson with that. No, they're not. Who'd they call that on? Kyle Arndt. Okay. The way Hutchinson reacted to that, we're real close. I thought he was going to get whistled.
Yeah, either he didn't like the call at all or thought it was on him.
Shot is blocked. And now Maumee's running the other direction. And Carter Dominic tries to block a shot, but Walker able to get it up and over him.
10 points for Walker now, all at the rim, and that was a great job by him attacking the basket. That was a nice athletic move.
Watson will go baseline, dish across, and it turned over off of the hands of Evan Cox.
Just a second turnover for the Bears this half, 5th one of the game. It's been really clean both ways as far as taking care of the basketball is concerned. Just threw Evan Cox's hands right there. It looked like Joey had a little bit of help getting to the baseline there, a little shove. It didn't get called, but that isn't what caused the turnover.
8 points lead for Maumee. Bears double teaming defense.
Yeah, they've gone to that 3/4 court trap to try to force the issue a little bit here. Maumee's got a lot of seniors on the floor. They've seen a little bit of everything. They see Anthony Wayne twice, Perrysburg twice, play a big school schedule, so they've seen a little bit of everything this year.
This is their last year in the NLL this year.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what that does for Maumee sports. I think they talked about, I believe they're going to open enrollment. They've not had that before. So it'll be interesting to see. Now they're making some decisions to try to help their athletic program. We'll see the impact down the road.
35-27, 4:33 remaining 4th quarter here. Maumee on top. They're content to just burn clock. Bears need to come out and challenge. Now Arnold come through the key. Now back out.
Yeah, I think Coach Oser's plenty happy with burning the whole thing out if he can. Bears are going to have to come out and start fouling. They've got a couple to give.
And we're going to get the first one. That is going to be on Kepler. No, it's not. It's going to be on Sam Harold.
And the upside, like we said, is outside of Evan Cox. No Bears got more than 2. Most guys don't have any, so they can give some fouls away here.
Dylan Koenig and Aiden Pels will come in. They go baseline. Arndt puts it up and in. That kid has not missed from down low.
No, and right there, nice job by Maumee. They got the Bears to come out. They're playing man-to-man everywhere on the floor, trying to face guard, and then it opened up that backdoor cut for Arndt.
10-point lead for the Panthers now, and Bears right now, the thing that's worrisome is the scoreboard clock.
Yeah, that clock is not our friend at this point.
Kepler misses the shot. Rebound will come down to Watson. Now Kepler launches another three. That's good. Second chance points there for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, nice job keeping that alive there by Aiden Pels and Joe Watson. You got to get up and play defense. Everywhere you got to be in their shorts.
Yep.
Can't lay back anywhere. You're going to have to gamble a little bit.
And wow, they're going to get a foul on Maddox Langendorfer. It looked like he basically got his arms around the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe a little contact first.
Yeah, stop the clock. Let's force them to make some free throws. I didn't see anybody on their list that was real scary from the free throw line, so that could work out to the Bears' benefit too.
Bears have 16 fouls, so the next one will be fouls. They get it into McCarthy. Now they fire it down. And again, Maumee's just happy to kill some time here. Caden Brown has it now.
Yeah,
back to what we saw in the first quarter.
Even with that plan, Coach Ozier saw that he had Hutchinson alone under the basket, and they missed him.
Now McCarthy will try to go baseline, then kick back out. Double team here. McCarthy has it now, and again, you can definitely tell what they want to do right now. Now they find Hutchinson backdoor and puts it up and in. Now it's a 9-point lead, 39-30. Bears have to get a quick score here.
Yeah, just making it really hard on the Bears, trying to really extend the defense. Opens up the floor so much for cutters.
Bears need to get moving. They cannot burn clock here.
No, and we're going to need, it's a good timeout because we've got to get Cox and Dominic and Harold back on the floor, so we've got some offense out there.
All right, that'll be a timeout for the Golden Bears. And timeouts tonight being sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service for snow removal, fertilizer, spraying, and lawn care. Call them at 636-6572. Going to take a 30-second timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, the main stop scoreboard shows 39-30 in favor of Maumee, but the real number is on that clock. The clock has 2:39 remaining here, fourth quarter, and Maumee's being able to burn a minute to a minute and a half each possession.
Yeah, you got to maybe not like so much the style, but you got to like the way Maumee's executed that offense. Almost reminds you of watching some basketball in the 70s and 80s with Bob Knight and Dean Smith in the four corners. You get a lead and then just hang on to the ball and protect your lead.
Early on in the tenure of Notre Dame's Mike Bray, he ran the burn, which was just like that. Three ball in the air, no good. Rebound comes down to Art, and quickly the Bears need to foul.
Yeah, see if you can force a 10-second violation, and then after that, then you're going to have to foul.
They're going to call a 30-second timeout for Maumee. Just going to keep this one right here.
Yeah, good job by the Bears. Didn't have to give up a foul. You got 10 seconds. Try to force a turnover, force a long pass. Going to do the same thing here. Try to force them to throw something into a tough spot, and then you got to turn that into points.
Don't want to take away from the boys' game tonight, but do want to let you know that tomorrow night we've got girls basketball from Paulding. It'll be Bryan and St. Mary's in a rematch from back on January 14th, where the Bears won that one. And again, we expect a game that's not going to be as lopsided. That was even lopsided. It was 13 points, but they had tied it up with 5:44 remaining back in that game, if you recall.
Yeah, and so St. Mary's got into some foul trouble that day, so it'll be a little different ball game than what the Lady Bears had the last time. But back in a familiar place, back in the district tournament at Paulding, familiar faces. We've played every team in our district, so.
And St. Mary's is definitely a good basketball team, and they took care of Fostoria, didn't they?
They did. They made it look easy that day too.
Arndt will get the ball stripped. They're going to whistle a foul. Wow, they're going to say he was shooting too.
Whew. Would have liked to seen that one on the floor, but you're going to make him shoot free throws either way. And Arndt, I don't know what your sheet says, but I don't believe Arndt's a real good free throw shooter.
39%.
So let's hope that holds true here.
First one is good.
And of course, he's 3 for 3 tonight.
Carter Dominic back in. 2 minutes to go here. The main stop scoreboard is a 10-point lead for Maumee, 40-30. Next one good as well, so he's perfect.
I'm not going to trust any more stats when anybody sends it to me. I'd have been fouling him too.
Sam Harold has the basketball for the Bears. Need to get underneath. Carter Dominic up, and shot is missed, but Carter will head to the line to shoot 2.
Good strong move there by Carter. Nice job. Good quick attack by the Bears. Score some points here without the clock running.
Jaden Walker committed a foul. First one for Carter is good.
Now in the game for the Gold Bears, number 5, Aiden Bells.
Next one for Carter is coming. That one is good as well. 10-point lead again. Actually, 9-point lead, 41-39.
Good sub right there for the Bears. Gives them a chance to set up their full court pressure without burning a timeout. Everybody's got to match up and find. Nothing can be easy here. You got to challenge every pass. Got to gamble a little bit.
They get it over the timeline.
Now you're going to have to foul.
And the foul is committed by Cox.
Bryan foul number 4, Evan Cox.
41-32 is your score. Anthony Wayne leads by 9. I think I said 41-39. We would have liked that score.
We take that, yeah, definitely would take that.
A minute 9-point lead.
And I don't think it would change anything right now. Maumee still be trying to go slow, and we still need to foul with 1:42 left.
So Walker 67% from the line. That one is good. Back
Both
up to a 10-point
teams have been very good
lead.
from the free throw line so far tonight.
Next one is up and good. We're getting PA announcements over like the school PA system, I think.
I guess, maybe it's morning announcements. How long have we been here? Did anybody hear what they're having for lunch?
I don't know.
If it's better than our lunch, I might stay. No way it's better than our lunch, Mr. Bassett.
3 ball is no good for Carter Dominic. Rebound comes down to Watson, and then it's picked away.
Just about a good offensive rebound by Joe Watson. Just couldn't win the battle on that.
Bears are going to have to foul again to extend this game. They get underneath to Kyle Arndt, now back out. And we get to the 1 minute mark.
Going to have to foul. Oh, off his leg.
That'll be on Kepler. So
just about, I thought, looked like Brown might have dribbled off his leg there and double dribbled, but we didn't get that fortune.
Number 11, Dylan Koenig. At the line for the Panthers, shooting 1-1. Number 25, Caden Brown.
Maumee can feel free to miss one here. They've not done that so far for us in the fourth.
They have not. They just did. Rebound comes down to Harold. We go under a minute to play. Bears have to hustle. Harold, coast to coast, dishes out to Cox. He had a wide open 3, didn't take it. Now he dribbles shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Kepler. It's poked away, and it goes off of Dylan Koenig.
Just about took us another one right there. Yeah, and I think Coach Homeyer, a lot like you, would like to see Evans just fire that one from the corner. Take the contested 3, take the contested 2. Let's take the contested 3 if we have our choice.
So Maumee looking to inbound. They get it underneath, and it's quickly fouled by Jace Kepler. That's going to put Walker to the line, and the lead for Maumee is 11. While we're waiting for the foul shot, maybe we can throw that bracket up there. The winner of this one is going to face Rossford. Rossford's here scouting the sectional final. The other sectional final, Wasion and Woodward, already set. First one is missed. Going to see Pels come in and Ryan Dunn. Get those senior guys in.
Yeah, with seniors out here, one last chance.
So Sam Harold will sit down.
Yeah, 2 come in, 2 have to come out.
Yep.
Again, my math skills only get better with this job.
Next one coming, and that is good. So a 12-point lead now, 46 to go. Bears pick it up off the long inbound. Quickly move down, give to Dunn. Dunn in the corner. Tries to get to Watson. Watson will get it underneath. Kepler, now they underneath to Cox, who puts it up and in. So back to 10.
Nice cut and find right there by the Bears. I think the Bears are probably done fouling with 25 seconds left here.
They get it underneath to their big guy. Hutchinson puts it up and in, so that'll take it back to a 12-point lead. And we're going to get a timeout. What are we going to get?
I think Coach Homeyer maybe called timeout just to get some subs on the floor. Get his starters and his seniors
getting the
off.
Seniors off. Want to congratulate those seniors: Evan Cox, Aiden Pels, Joe Watson, Ryan Dunn. Those four have given a lot to the program, and
they have, and it's tough. It's not easy to be a part of a team that struggles. Not a lot of wins over the last couple of years on varsity. And one thing that we know that everybody's talked about with this team is they always play hard. Our attitude and our work ethic, our just we show up. We show up and we play hard. Maybe things might not have turned out the best for us over the last couple of years, but these guys have been great leaders in attitude and effort for Coach Homeyer. And when things do turn around for him, it's going to be because of guys like that.
So that'll do it, as the Golden Bears will go down to defeat by a score of 46-34 on the main stop scoreboard, and their season will come to an end here at Anthony Wayne. And their season will finish at 5-18. We're going to take a timeout, come back with our post-game show after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Bryan Parks and Rec invites you to Fountain City Amphitheater for a summer of amazing free shows. We have something for everyone, like Comedy Under the Stars, the Toledo Symphony Quintet, the historic Bryan City Band, Rock the Night Away with She Will Rock You, enjoy a comedic percussion show with buckets and boards, local music, family craft nights, yoga, and worship at the Amp. Let Bryan entertain you. View the full summer lineup and learn how to make a donation to the AMP at cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater. The Bryan Athletic Boosters is excited to announce the Community Athletics Capital Improvement Project to update and enhance the football stadium, creating a community multi-purpose facility, safer practice facilities, and a better experience for middle school student athletes. The Bryan Athletic Boosters are actively seeking donations for this project. For more information or to donate, go to BryanAthleticBoosters.com. With your help, they can continue the Bryan tradition of pride, dedication, and excellence. Go Bears!
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold, and we're here from Anthony Wayne. And the Golden Bears go down to defeat 46-34. Their season will come to an end at 5-18, and they played hard. You can't fault them. They played really hard. Maumee just able to milk that clock and really set the tempo.
Yeah, I think Maumee, we talked about it, came in with a game plan to do that. Coach Homeyer talked about how they like to play man and how they like to run, and Coach Ozier said he wanted to keep us guessing. So he came out and he played zone. and he played a bit of a stall, and he didn't get out and run, other than when a few opportunities presented themselves. So I think they had their game plan coming in. They wanted to shorten the game up. They knew we struggle offensively, so they wanted to take advantage of us not scoring a lot of points. They were real efficient on offense. You look at 4 guys scored for them. 4 seniors, 46 points. They had 13, 13, and 14 out of their 3 top guys that we talked about in our keys to the game, and got 6 more from Caden Brown on a couple of threes. They did what they do. Like you said, our boys played hard. They played hard every night out all season long. They got nothing to hang their heads about as far as effort or anything else like that. You know, better days are coming for Coach Homeyer in this program, and when better things happen, it's going to be because kids like this stayed the course, worked hard, and showed young guys what it means to go to practice and work hard every day, regardless of what your outcomes are on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at some stats.
Okay, well, I went through Maumee a little bit from their 46 points. They were led by Kyle Arndt, played quarterback in the fall. The Bears ran into him there. He came in averaging 10.5. He had 14. Jaden Ward had 13 points. He came in averaging 12.6. And then Javon Hutchinson, who came in averaging 7 but had 15 against Northview, had 13 tonight. So those guys are kind of getting going right now at the right time. And then they got 6 more from senior Caden Brown with a couple of more threes to give him 35 on the year. They were 2 of 9 from 3, 10 of 13 from the free throw line, and only turned it over 2 times all night long. On the Bears side of things, junior Sammy Harold had a great night. He had 17 points for the Bears. He had 3 threes. The Bears made 4. They were 4 of 12 from 3. Sammy was 3 of 4 himself, did a fantastic job shooting the ball. He led us with 17. Jace Kepler came alive in the second half a little bit and had 9 points. Got 6 points from Carter Dominic and 2 points from senior Evan Cox. The Bears only had 6 turnovers on the night, 1 late there when the JVs came on to give the varsity guys an applause at the end of the game. 4 of 12 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Good things coming. You know, led by a junior, led by 2 juniors, guys that'll be back next year. We talked about the seniors. They played hard. They've shown a lot of good things. And now those juniors, you know, this game ends, the bus ride gets back to town. You know, this is your program now. You're the seniors in the program from this point until we start that first practice late October of this year. You know, what are you going to do with the time that you have allotted to get this thing, or keep this thing going in the right direction?
All right, well, let's take a look at that bracket again, if Tony can pop it up here for the tournament. With this win, Maumee will face Rossford in a sectional final, and the winner of that one will face the winner of Wauseon and Woodward. And so this is the Northwest 1 sectional and district. All right, so we are going to be back tomorrow night from Paulding. We've got girls basketball. The Lady Bears are going to play St. Mary's. That'll be happening tomorrow. 7:30 tip, so 7:15-ish pregame, and we'll be there for you. Do want to thank our broadcast crew. Our director engineer is Tony Malanga. Our cameras, Don Malanga and Tristan Atkinson. Want to thank our athletic department at BHS, Chad Savage and Teresa Kuzmal. Anthony Wayne, tournament manager Steve Mossing. The great hospitality here. We want to thank our board op back at WQCT, Krista Bruner. Want to thank our sponsors as well, bringing you the game. They include Andrews O'Neill No, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Ford Lincoln, Bryan Parks and Rec, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, Browning and Rakes, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory Real Estate Advantage, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Veteran Services of Williams County, and Knocking Point Outfitters. All right, this broadcast, a collaboration between WQCT Radio and BryanSports.com. It's for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Golden Bear Sports Network, is prohibited. The Golden Bear Sports Network is a free public service of Malanga Enterprises, LLC. All rights reserved. One final time for Brian Arnold and all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network. I'm Chris Malanga. Your final score, 46-34. Again, we'll be with you from Paulding tomorrow night at about 7:15. That's going to do it for us. Take care, everybody. Drive safe out there and have a great night.